Live from Dooley Health and Care Field in Joliet, Illinois. This afternoon, our coverage of the 2023 Chicagoland Collegiate Athletics Conference Baseball Championship Tournament continues. Game number 2 for the day and game number 10 for the tournament up next in about a 1:05 p.m. start. And in this game, it will be an elimination contest between the St. Xavier Cougars, the number 3 seeded team in the tournament, and the number 4 seed Trinity Christian Trolls. Hi again, everybody, and good afternoon. I'm Tom Westenfeld. Great to have you along with us once again. St. Xavier and Trinity Christian coming in to this game. Their season's on the line. The winner will play again right away at 4 p.m. against St. Ambrose. St. Ambrose winning the first game today, defeating St. Francis by a final of 7-2. This is game number 2. The winner of this plays St. Ambrose in game 3. Then game 4 tonight will be at 7 p.m. Winner's bracket matchup, and it will determine pretty much basically the team that wins the winner's bracket and advances to the final round of the tournament, as it'll be Indiana South Bend against Roosevelt again tonight at 7 o'clock. But first off, we have the second of our elimination games here this afternoon. St. Xavier against Trinity Christian. Trinity Christian here by virtue of a 6-1 win yesterday over Calumet St. Joseph. That was at the alternate site at the Schaff Athletic Complex near the campus of Trinity Christian College in Palos Heights. And meanwhile, St. Xavier here by virtue of a 7-1 loss yesterday to number 7 seed Roosevelt. That was in the first game yesterday here at Dooley Health and Care Field. So we are progressing through the bracket, and right now we have 5 teams still eligible for the CCAC championship. 3 teams, St. Francis, Calumet St. Joseph, and Olivet Nazarene, have been eliminated from the original 8-team field. Trinity Christian will be the visiting team for this ball game. We have cloudy skies, temperature 66 degrees. We had a little bit of rain during the first game. Walked out before the ball game out to my car in the parking lot, and a little bit of sunlight came through, but then it quickly faded. And again, we have overcast skies, not too much of a wind here today, although rain a possibility. Again, we had a little bit of a rain shower during the first game. And as of about 10 minutes ago, no precipitation, but that likelihood of rain increasing as this day goes along. So hopefully we'll be able to get all 4 games in here on this, what basically amounts to Elimination Saturday, as 3 of the 4 games are elimination games, and we really pare down the field before closing it out on Monday and or Tuesday. Again, Trinity Christian, the visiting team for this game. Let's take a look at the batting orders now for today. For Trinity Christian, it'll be Oliver Carmody leading it off in at shortstop. It'll be Nick Anderson batting second and in right field. Jordan Veldman catching and batting third. Batting fourth, the first baseman, Preston Moore. Batting in the number 5 spot, Michael Morales, the DH. Batting sixth, the left fielder, Hunter Slots. Batting 7th, Anthony Capoletti at third base. Batting 8th, the center fielder, Tommy Schaff. And Angel Toscana batting 9th. And at second base, Jacob Hutcherson will be the starting pitcher this afternoon for Trinity Christian. For St. Xavier, which will be the home team today, the batting order will be as follows. It'll be Kevin Dowling leading it off and in left field. Patrick Hayes batting second and at second base. Evan Orzek batting third and catching. Declan Smith batting fourth and at shortstop. Batting fifth at third base, Darren Zarillo. Batting sixth, Sam Ryan, the DH. Batting seventh, Daniel Barrios, the right fielder. Batting eighth, Trevor Hauscher at first base. And batting ninth will be Colin Wolf, the catcher. Julian Vargas on the mound for St. Xavier. So St. Xavier just coming onto the field. Again, 66 degrees, the game time temperature. Glad you've joined us from wherever you may be on this first Saturday in May 2023 as the 2023 CCAC Championship Tournament rolls on. And again, the winner of this game to face St. Ambrose. It'll be a quick turnaround. It'll be basically pretty much a normal doubleheader for the team that wins this game. St. Ambrose able to get a break. The number one team from this tournament, St. Francis, has been eliminated. And so St. Ambrose, the highest seeded team remaining, the lowest seeded team remaining is Roosevelt. That came in as the number 7 seed, but they have had a great tournament so far, and they'll face Indiana South Bend tonight at 7 o'clock. So we await the first pitch of the ball game, and Julian Vargas on the mound today. Vargas, a 3-6 record this season for St. Xavier, with a 5.83 earned run average. 14 previous appearances, has 13 starts, 66 and a third innings pitched, 79 hits, 45 runs, 43 earned. He's walked 19, struck out 33, opponents hitting .304 against him. So great to have you along with us as again we await the start of this ball game here in downtown Joliet, Illinois. And Chris Gabor on the public address announces the opening batter of the game, and we're about ready to get underway. Oliver Carmody to lead it off here. Carmody in the game against Calumet yesterday at the Schaff Athletic Complex went 2 for 5 with an RBI. So Vargas, the right-hander, on the mound. And we are about ready to roll here in game number 2 on our Saturday of baseball. There's a swing and a miss and a breaking ball. No balls and a strike to Oliver Carmody. Vargas gets the sign. First pitch coming at 1:07 p.m. First game was a well-played 2-hour and 22-minute game. Here's a pop-up left side foul territory, and it'll land just near the dugout. A good effort there behind the plate by Evan Orzik, going after it on a sliding attempt, but not able to get to the ball. And so it is no balls and 2 strikes now to Oliver Carmody. He'll be followed by Nick Anderson and then Jordan Veldman here in the top half of the first inning. Carmody, right-handed batter, back into the batter's box. As Vargas looks in for the sign and the pitch. Taken down and in, and the at-bat continues at 1-2. Carmody for the season hitting .260. No home runs and 12 runs batted in. The 1-2. And that'll be a little bit low. Might have been a bit outside, and the count even at 2-2. A little bit of a brighter sky, even though it's overcast. Very gloomy during much of the first game. Again, we had a couple of rain showers move through. Swinging a fly ball fairly deep to left field, but it appears that there is room. Back to the edge of the warning track. Dowling makes the catch in left field, and that's the first out of the inning. So not a bad at-bat there, but it results in a fly out to left field, and now here's Nick Anderson. Anderson hitting .295. 5 home runs, 21 runs batted in. Was 0 for 3 in yesterday's game. Here's the first pitch from Vargas. Swung on, and that caught, looked like the right leg or ankle or foot of Anderson, who came up popping after that foul ball making contact, and he'll have to walk that off. No balls and 1 strike the count. We say it throughout the year, and it's at least great that the players are able to play in fairly warm temperatures as compared to the really chilly March and April months that all of the players in this part of the nation have to deal with. But on any day, that can be painful, a foul ball just as we had a moment ago. There's a swing and a sharp grounder, and that'll be inside third down the left field line for a fair ball. Anderson rounding second, dug out there in the corner in left field by Dowling, throwing to second base, and they get him on the out. Anderson going for 2, sliding in, but the out recorded, and that'll be the second out of the inning. Well, Dowling got to that ball in a hurry in the corner, and he did not box it. He picked it up right away. And then it'll be a 7-4 put out as it went Dowling to Hayes. And there are now 2 down in the inning, and that'll bring up Jordan Veldman, the catcher, who takes the first pitch high and inside, 1-0. So a little bit of a dramatic play here early in the game. And it sounds like a canine spectator voicing approval as well, swinging a high pop-up down the right field line, slicing foul toward the bullpen. And that's where it lands. And the count 1-1 to Jordan Veldman. Veldman, the second leading hitter on the team average-wise, .363 for Trinity Christian. 4 home runs, 35 RBIs. Trinity Christian overall 23 and 25 for the year. 1-0 in neutral site games. Here's the next pitch to Veldman, and it's taken down and in. And so 2-1 now to the Trinity Christian Troll catcher. Vargas upright on the mound, works out of a compact windup. The 2-1. Fouled back out of play. And that evens it up now, 2 balls and 2 strikes. So Vargas, despite allowing the hit, a chance to face the minimum here in the first inning. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and the delivery. High and away, and that'll run it full, 3-2. Carmody started the game with a fly out to left, then the single, and then Anderson out at second, trying to stretch it into a 2-base hit. And the pitch from Vargas, high and tight, ball 4, and that's a 2-out walk. So Veldman walks. Let's see if we have a pinch runner here coming in. Yes, we will. As Preston Moore due up. And Ryan Grand now will run for Trinity Christian. Grand has 6 stolen bases on the season. And here's Preston Moore. Moore hitting .242 for the season. A home run, 14 runs batted in. Throw to first base and the runner back in safely. Moore in the previous game for the Trolls went 2 for 4 with a pair of runs batted in. The pitch. That was a heater that had, it looked like a lot of movement. Either it was a very high velocity curveball or a fastball with movement. It came in inside. Vargas out of the stretch. And that pitch came in high and tight. Nearly hit the batter, and it's now 2-0. And Vargas out of the stretch with that very high overhand delivery there. Very high, it looks like a high release point. 2 balls, no strikes. And the pitch. Jammed him, and it is pulled deep down the left field line. Long run here, and that'll be a foul ball out of play down the left field line near the corner. So now 2-1 is the count. Well, it's not tropical weather, but at least the sun trying to filter through here, brightening things up a little bit. Well, what a great first 2 days we had weather-wise for this tournament. Throw to first base and the runner back in. Temperature got into the 80s yesterday during our ball games both here and in Palos Heights, Illinois. And now the sun does break through here a little bit. Throw to first base and the runner back in. A light wind blowing from right to left here. And it's been that way throughout the morning and now here in the early afternoon hours. As there's a ball down low. And on the play, Ryan Grand steals second base. So Grand, his 7th theft of the year. And the pitch. Breaking ball came in on the inner half of the called strike. So it is a 3-2 count now to Preston Moore. Michael Morales would be next if the inning continues on. Runner at second. And the payoff. Up in the zone, a little bit of a hanger, and it's pulled foul down the left field line. Moore just in front of that ball. That's a case there where if you wait a millisecond longer, might be a completely different result. As it is, the count holds 3 balls and 2 strikes. Vargas comes set. And No pitch. A look at second base, but no throw. All right, Vargas leans in now. Gets the sign and now comes set. And the pitch. Down low, ball 4. Very good at bat there by Moore to get the walk out of that at bat. Technically a plate appearance, no at bat, but you get the idea. And now back-to-back walks issued by Vargas and runners at first and second for Trinity Christian. And that'll bring to the plate Michael Morales. Morales, the team's leading hitter at .365. 57 hits in 156 at-bats, 2 home runs and 28 runs batted in. A chance to drive in an early run here. First pitch. And that'll be low and away. 1 ball, no strikes. And I thought I heard through our field microphone cheers and then kind of a surprised reaction. I think the St. Xavier crowd here in attendance thought that pitch was going to be a strike, but it didn't go their way. Here's the 1-0. Taken low, 2 balls and no strikes. Sun shining again here now at Dooley Health and Care Field. Morales 1 for 3 in the game yesterday against Calumet. Here's the kick and the delivery. Swung on, popped up, down the left field line. That's more of a fly ball, curling foul territory, not a play, landing on the grass down the left field line. So everyone back to where they were, and it's a 2-1 count. And now the sun back behind the cloud cover. So a brief appearance by the star that's in the middle life stages, 93 million miles away. There's a swing and a fly ball down the left field line, ranging over, and the catch made in left field by Dowling, and that will end the inning. So Trinity Christian threatens, but they do not score, as in the frame. No runs on a hit. No errors, 2 walks, and a runner out at second base on a great play defensively. And even with that, 2 left on base, quite an inning, but nothing comes of it for Trinity Christian. And after a half inning, it's Trinity Christian nothing. St. Xavier coming to bat. And you're tuned to CCAC Tournament Baseball. Here we go now to the bottom of the first inning. Kevin Dowling will lead it off now for St. Xavier, and the first pitch will be way up and way outside. 1 ball and no strikes to Dowling. He'll be followed by Patrick Hayes and then Evan Orzik as we play in the bottom of the first inning. And that's the left-hander Hutcherson on the mound for Trinity Christian, and he kicks and fires. There's an inside-out swing, and it's popped down the right field line. It has some carry to it. That'll land and roll all the way to the fence for extra bases here. Dowling rounding second, heading for third. And he'll pull in with a stand-up triple to start the game for St. Xavier. And Dowling is fired up. Placed it perfectly, slicing it down the right field line. I thought that ball might have had more air under it than maybe was in fact the case. But either way, a 3-base hit for Dowling. And that'll bring to the plate Patrick Hayes. Dowling is third triple of the season there. And here's Hayes now. And Hutcherson in immediate difficulty here. And the first pitch is down and in to Patrick Hayes. Hayes, a .302 hitter, has a home run and 26 runs batted in this season. Hutcherson comes center the pitch. Jam shot and pulled down the left field line. Long run toward the corner and out of play. Hunter slots in left field there. He ran a long way, but could not get to it, and the count even at 1-1. Well, he got some steps in, did Hunter Slots there. There's a swing and a ball lifted in the air, and a breaking ball popped up down the right field line. This indeed was a true pop-up. It lands in fair territory. And coming in to score, Kevin Dowling, and 2 batters in, St. Xavier has an early lead. So Patrick Hayes, a bloop single for the base hit. And that'll bring to the plate Evan Orzik. And just like that, St. Xavier striking early here against Trinity Christian. So here's Evan Orzik, who is hitting at a .314 pace this year. 3 home runs, 31 runs batted in. And the first pitch, swinging a pop-up into short center field. Frustration there after the contact made, and it's dropped, or was it caught there in short center? A little bit of a hesitation. And I was watching the runner actually pull into second base, and that at bat will result in Orzik able to reach at first base. We'll see on the scoring there as a pinch runner coming into the game now for St. Xavier. So lots going on here in the bottom of the first inning. That's Sean Hadlesey running for St. Xavier at first base now. Well, a lot to keep track of here. Declan Smythe now due up. As we play here in the bottom of the first inning. And that did drop in for a single for Orzik. Thought that might have been dropped. Anyway, here's a bunt halfway to the mound, picked up there by Hutcherson. Whirls, throws to first, not in time, and the bases are loaded. Hayes to third. Hadlesey to second. Smythe with a bunt single to load the bases. And massive trouble here now for the Trinity Christian Trolls and Jacob Hutcherson. So here's Darren Zerillo now. Hutcherson out of the stretch in the first pitch. Zerillo taking a breaking ball in for a called strike, and it's 0-1. Zerillo hitting at .278. No home runs, 25 batted in. Here's the next pitch, swung on, looped in toward short right field. That'll drop in for a base hit. 1 run is in, second runner being waved around. Now he puts on the brakes and scampers back to the bag, and the bases will stay loaded. Hayes coming in to score, and then Hadlesey was rounding third, and I thought he was going to head to home, and then at third base, the stop sign went up. Smythe the second, Zerillo at first. On the RBI single, 2-0 is the score. The bases remain loaded. Still nobody out in the inning, and here's Sam Ryan, the DH. Ryan, right-handed batter, stands in, and the pitch. And this is hit well, deep down the left field line, toward the corner. Long run for Slots. He dives for it, and did he come up with it? Runner from third will come in to score. And runners will wind up at first and third as St. Xavier now picks up a run there, and it is a 3-0 lead. Well, Hunter Slots, outstanding effort there. And it'll be scored a sacrifice fly as Slots able to make the catch. Well, it allowed a run, but it also saved probably a run, maybe 2 there. And now Daniel Barrios to stand in. Adelcy scored on that play. So now runners at first and third. There's still only one out of the inning. And the first pitch, a swing and a foul tip here. 0-1 for Barrios. Barrios, left-handed hitting right fielder, back into the batter's box. 3 runs in, and St. Xavier looking for more here in the bottom of the first inning. Hutcherson kicks and deals, and that'll be low and away. Barrios showing bunt there, but pulled the bat back. And so the count now is 2 balls and no strikes. 3 in, 2 on, and 1 out in the inning. Here's the delivery from Hutcherson. Breaking ball up in the zone, bunted, and it will be on the ground getting past the mound as Hutcherson drove, tried to smother it. It scooted by him, went out towards second base. Everybody safe, and another run in. And right now, everything is falling St. Xavier's way in this game. 2 bunt singles. So now runners at first and second for Trevor Hauscher, the first baseman, and a meeting at the mound here for Trinity Christian, at least so far pitcher and catcher involved. And the Trolls bullpen is up and getting busy. 4-0 St. Xavier. Give Barrios the RBI. And now additional players come in and join the meeting on the mound, and that will be it for Hutcherson, whose day is short-lived here. And a new pitcher coming in for Trinity Christian in this elimination game, as Trinity Christian trying to stop things right where they are now and trying to stay in touch. So we have a break in the action. 4-0 St. Xavier, bottom of 1. This is CCAC Tournament Baseball. So Matt Ostrowski now on the pitch here for Trinity Christian. The runners on base are the responsibility of the starter Hutcherson. Trevor Hauscher now will bat here for St. Xavier in a wild first inning that is not yet over. First pitch here that'll miss outside. 1 ball and no strikes to Hauscher. Matt Ostrowski, the senior right-hander from Lockport, Illinois, trying to put out the fire here. Here's the 1-0. Swung on, popped up, and where is it going here? Right side of the infield, on the infield, what would be the infield grass on a natural turf field, and Moore, the first baseman, gloves it for the out. And that'll be the second out of the inning. And that'll bring to the plate Colin Wolf. So now 2 on, 2 out in the inning for St. Xavier. As Ostrowski, right-hander, comes set now, and the pitch. A little bit of a sidearm delivery, and it hits the batter right near the left hip, and that'll load the bases. So a hit batter there by Matt Ostrowski, and the inning continues, and now Kevin Dowling will bat as St. Xavier now has batted around. Dowling started the game with a triple. Later came in to score. Matt Ostrowski coming into this game with a 6.23 ERA. And that previous batter, his 14th hit batter of the year. There's a strike called. And 0-1 now to Kevin Dowling. And what a start in this elimination game for St. Xavier. Here comes the set now and the delivery. Jammed him, and it's pulled, and it'll be lofted down the left field line. That'll drop in for a base hit. Runner rounding third base, being waved to the plate. Second runner being held up at third. It'll be a two-base hit. Runners at second and third. And Dowling drives in a run here to make it a 5-0 St. Xavier lead. And as we said, everything falling St. Xavier's way here early in this game. Runners at second and third, and now here's a golf swing by Patrick Hayes. Skies it in the air. Short center field coming on Tommy Schaff. Makes the catch, and that will end a very difficult inning for Trinity Christian and a great inning for St. Xavier. As in the inning, St. Xavier scores 5. 5 runs in the inning. And it looks like 7 hits, no errors, and a couple left on base. As we have played one, as it is a 6-0 ball game. 2 runs coming in on the way on that Dowling double. I was watching Dowling pull into second base, missed the second runner coming in, so it is a 6-0 lead as we head to the second inning. This is CCAC Tournament Baseball. All right, we go here now to the top half of inning number 2, and Hunter Slots hammers the first pitch of the inning into the left center field gap for a 2-base hit. Well, you could tell by the sound of that one, that would go a long way. And so Trinity Christian trying to come back now. They trail by 6 in this elimination game. And a good start for Slots on the first pitch double here to start the Trolls' second inning. And that'll bring up the third baseman, Anthony Capoletti. So 1 on, nobody out. 6 runs in the first inning for St. Xavier. And the pitch. And that'll be in for a called strike. 0-1 to Capoletti. He'll be followed by Tommy Schaff and then Angel Toscana here in the top of the second inning. Slats with that last double, his 9th 2-base hit of the year. No balls and a strike. And the pitch. And that'll be over but low. 1 ball and 1 strike is the count. Capoletti, right-handed batter, awaits. He is a .283 hitter this year with 4 home runs and 29 runs batted in. Here's the set and the pitch. And kind of overthrew that one, did Vargas. I think he was a little bit late on the release point there and kind of directed it down low. And the result is a 2-1 count now to Anthony Capoletti. Hunter Slots at second base, leading off the inning with a double. And again, in this situation here, the one bright spot for Trinity Christian is we're still very early in the game, swinging a one-hopper, gloved at third base nicely on a little bit of a high hop. And the throw to first from Zerillo in time for the out. Hunter Slots has to stay put. That was a tough play there for Zerillo at third, as that took kind of a wicked hop. Not necessarily in height, but in velocity. And it looked like Zerillo kind of cradled the ball there and then was able to throw to first base for the out. So here's Tommy Schaff now, the center fielder. And here's the windup of the first pitch, the set of the first pitch, and it'll be swung on and fouled back, and it's 0-1 to Tommy Schaff. Schaff this year, a .275 hitter. No home runs, 13 runs batted in. Righty versus righty here as we play in the top half of inning number 2. St. Xavier, the 6-0 lead, and that pitch will hit the batter. We've had a flurry of hit batters in the tournament, and that continues here as Tommy Schaff kind of holding his left hip area there, walking it off as he heads to first base. And now here's Angel Toscana. Toscana hitting .252 for the season, a home run, 18 runs batted in. And he bats here with 2 on and 1 away in the inning. And a chance for Trinity Christian to jump right back into this ball game as they trail 6-0. Top of the second inning. First pitch here. And a golf swing and lifted high in the air to medium deep left center field. Long run here, and who wants it? As both left fielder and center fielders converging, and rounding third is Hunter Slots, and he did not stop, and he comes around to score the first run of the game for Trinity Christian. So Slots scores. Tommy Schaff went to second base, and Toscana is aboard at first base. Both Dowling and Wolf converging on that ball. And Toscana able to get a single out of it. And now back to the top of the order, and Ali Carmody. First pitch here, inside out swing, and it's fouled off to the right out of play. And so it is 0-1. Carmody flied to left field his first time up. So now it's a 6-1 ball game here in the top of the second inning. Righty versus righty here, and the pitch. Breaking ball, inner half, called strike. And it's 0-2 to Carmody. Well, quite an interesting start to this elimination game. Here's the set by Vargas. And the pitch. Reaching out there, and the ground ball fielded behind the bag at first by Hauscher. Steps on the base for the unassisted putout for out number 2. Is on the play. The runners advance to second and third. So 2 away for Nick Anderson. Anderson singled and then was thrown out, trying to stretch it into a double back in the first inning. That was the second out of that inning. Base hit here could possibly plate 2 for the Trolls. Anderson, right-handed batter, stands in. And the pitch. And that will be, looks like it came in a little bit low. And it looks like we have a pinch hitter here coming up now for Trinity Christian. Righty versus righty here. The count is 1 ball to no strikes. Here's the stretch and the pitch. Swing and a miss. And that makes it a 2-strike situation here. Brian Huntner batting, hitting .298 for the season. 4 home runs, 24 runs batted in. And right now, he is in a 1-1 count. Here's the set and the pitch. And that'll be down and away, 2-1 now. Huntner, the 6th Troll to bat in the inning. They have a run across, runners at second and third. And the pitch, swinging a foul back to the screen. So now it is a 2-2 count to Huntner. Hutner, right-handed batter, back foot just inside the back line of the batter's box. Fairly even stance. As Julian Vargas comes set and he deals. And that's popped up. Short left field. Moving back is Declan Smythe, the shortstop. Reaches back, makes the catch, and that will end the inning. But Trinity Christian is on the board as they pick up a run in the inning. 1 run on 2 hits. No errors. And 2 left on base. And we go bottom 2. It is St. Xavier 6, Trinity Christian 1. This is CCAC Tournament Baseball. Back here in Joliet, Illinois, and on the first pitch of the bottom of the second inning, Evan Orzik skies one fouled on the left field line. So he is 0-1. And defensive changes here now for Trinity Christian, as it'll be Tommy Schaff now to right field. And Grand now will be in center field, as there's a ball hit to the left side, scooped up at third base there by Capoletti, and the throw to first is there for out number 1. So 1 away on the 5-3 ground out, and that brings to the plate Declan Smythe, who's 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored. 6-1 ball game, bottom of the second inning in this elimination contest. As here's the set of the first pitch to Smythe, and down and away, 1 ball and no strikes. St. Ambrose waiting in the wings for the winner of this game, and they'll meet up as there's a called strike. 1-1 now to Smythe. The winner of this game will meet up with the Fighting Bees at 4 p.m. today for another elimination contest. Next pitch swung on and lifted in the air. Well struck, fairly deep left field. Moving back into the left and reaching up is Hunter Slots. And he makes the catch for out number 2. And here is Darren Zerillo. Hunter Slots in left field has gotten a workout here in the early stages of this game. Zerillo 1 for 1, an RBI and a run scored. As we play here in the bottom of the second inning, 6-1 St. Xavier, and the first pitch taken down and in, 1 ball and no strikes to Darren Zerillo. Sam Ryan next, and then it would be Daniel Barrios for the Cougars. Here's the set now, and the pitch. 3/4 delivery, and there's a bouncer wide of third. And the count even now at a ball and a strike. Matt Ostrowski remaining in the game. He's tossed an inning and a third of ball here today. Not yet a strikeout, nor has he walked a batter. 1-1 count here to Zerillo, and the pitch. And that'll be fouled away. Lost that ball off the bat. I think it was to the left side. Either way, a 1-2 count here to Darren Zerillo. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Ostrowski looks in for the sign. And now comes set. And here's the pitch, fouled back to the screen. We'll try it again at 1-2. Dimensions here at Dooley Health and Care Field, 348 down the left field line. 400 a straightaway center, and then 327 down the right field line. Here comes the 1-2. Swinging a foul. We'll try it again. So now defensively, it's Slots in left, Grand in center, Schaff in right for Trinity Christian. Capoletti, Carmody, Toscana, and Moore the infield third to first. That infield going unchanged as there's a ball that'll skip to the backstop. And on the scoreboard now, it reads 1 ball and 2 strikes. Here's the set and the pitch. Lifted into the air towards center field. Coming on is Grand, makes the catch, and that will end the inning. So a 1-2-3 frame there, much needed for Trinity Christian. No runs, no hits, no errors. Nobody left on base, and we go to the third inning. It is St. Xavier 6, Trinity Christian 1. This is CCAC Tournament Baseball. All right, here we go now to the top half of inning number 3. 6-1 ball game in favor of St. Xavier. And Jordan Veldman will lead it off now for the Trinity Christian Trolls against Julian Vargas. And here we go to the top of the third inning. First pitch from Vargas, swung on and fouled back out of play, and the count 0-1. Veldman had a walk his first time up. And then Ryan Grand came in to run for him. And now Grand is playing in center field. No balls and 1 strike and the pitch. Breaking ball in for a called strike. Looked like letter high. Well-placed pitch there. And Vargas quickly ahead of his adversary here. No balls and 2 strikes. The set and the pitch. Down and away. And the at-bat will continue. It'll be Veldman, Moore, and Morales due up for the Trolls. Here's the 1-2. Reaching out there and lifting it into center field, and rounding first base there as Veldman able to drop a single into short center field. And for the second straight inning, Trinity Christian gets their leadoff hitter aboard. Veldman has been aboard twice in this ball game now. Looks like he may stay in the game. Sunlight now prevailing here. And that'll bring to the plate Preston Moore. Moore walked his first time up back in the first inning. The second of back-to-back walks at the time. There's a swing and a miss. 0-1 to Preston Moore. Vargas, right-handed batter, stands in. Rather, Vargas, the right-handed pitcher on the mound, as Moore, the right-handed batter, stands in. And during that recovery by the play-by-play announcer, there was a throw to first base and the runner was back in safely. Throw to first base and the runner again back in. And that is Veldman running at first base still for the Trolls. Vargas now comes set. And the pitch. Breaking ball, missing inside. Might have been a tad low as well. So it's now 1-1. Vargas comes set. Throw to first base and the runner back in. Sun right now getting through the cloud cover here. Fairly bright day. There's a ball that really came inside. It's lifted in the air, and it'll be a bloop single down the left field line. Not great contact, but perfect placement there by Preston Moore, and he's aboard, and runners now at first and second for Trinity Christian. Just a little floater placed in the perfect spot. Declan Smythe, the shortstop, went out for it, along with Dowling, the left fielder, but it dropped between the two in no man's land, and now that'll bring up Michael Morales. 2 on and nobody out here for the Trolls. Morales flied to left field his first time up. Here's the first pitch to him, and that'll be taken for a knee-high strike, and it's 0-1. Vargas leans in, looks for the side. Trinity Christian now with 5 hits. We've already had 12 combined hits in this game. And the delivery. Missing outside to make it a ball and a strike. All right, Vargas again leans in. His glove hand over his knee, it looked like. Now he comes set. And he started his delivery, then turned, looks at second base, but no throw. So we will go through the process again. And the 1-1. Low and away. 2 balls and a strike here to Morales. Veldman and Moore starting the inning off with singles. 6-1 ball game. St. Xavier the lead here in the top of the 3rd inning. And the delivery. Breaking ball over, but a little bit low. And that runs the count now to 3-1. And a bad one here would load the bases with nobody out for Trinity Christian. Vargas comes set. And the pitch. Right back through the middle. It hops off the front incline of the mound and goes into center field for a base hit. And here's Veldman rounding third. He will head for the plate to score to make it a 6-2 game. Preston Moore pulls in at second base. Michael Morales the RBI single. And 3 straight hits to start the inning for Trinity Christian, and now a meeting at the mound for St. Xavier. And the Cougar bullpen is up and busy. As right now, Julian Vargas may not be long for this game. He has come on and allowed 3 consecutive hits. And in fact, 6 of the last 7 batters he has faced have reached base. Meeting continues. Home plate umpire now heading out toward the pitcher's mound. Now turns and walks back, kind of points at the St. Xavier dugout. I don't think anything was contentious there. So now Hunter slots back into the batter's box. 2 on, nobody out, a run in for Trinity Christian. As it is a first pitch here coming in down and away, 1 ball, no strikes. So now we have a 6-2 ball game. And the Trolls, if they can load the bases, would put the tying run at the plate. Here's the 1-0. And it'll be taken down and in. 2 balls and no strikes here for Hunter Slots. Slots has a double and a run scored in the game today. 6-2 ball game. Trinity Christian trying to chip away here after St. Xavier tossed up 6 in the opening frame. Throw it back to second base, and it'll be off the glove of the second baseman Hayes, who dove for it there. Skips into short left center field, but it'll be recovered quickly by the shortstop, Declan Smythe, and so no advancement here. Runners stay put at first and second base. Vargas remains in the game, trying to keep the damage here to a minimum. He comes set and the delivery. Swinging a high pop-up, foul territory, back behind home plate and out of play. Well, I heard it hit something, but I don't know where it landed. I could hear the oohs and ahs from the crowd. But no harm done. 2 balls and 1 strike to count. Here's the set and the pitch. Breaking ball laced into left field. That'll drop in for a base hit that was up in the zone, and rounding third, heading for the plate. Throw to the plate, the tag, too late there on the tag by Evan Orzik, and the run scores. So Slots with the RBI single. That ball was up in the zone, and Slots took clear advantage there and drilled a single to left field. On the play, Morales at second. 2 runs in now, and that'll bring up Anthony Capoletti. And it is now a 6-3 ball game. So here's Capoletti now, 0 for 1 with a ground out to third base. Runners still at first and second. And the first pitch here. Kind of got under that one, a pop foul right side, and going after it here near the dugout, reaching over, and the catch made. Nicely done there by Hauscher for the out. Trevor Hauscher running out of room, but reached across and made the basket catch there, a palm-up catch for the out. Good play there, and now that'll bring up Tommy Schaff, who is now the right fielder in this game. And here's the first pitch, and he squares the bat to bunt, pulled it back, and the pitch came in down and away. 1 ball and no strikes. Schaff was hit by a pitch his first time to the plate. 2 on, runner at both first and second base. 1 away in the inning, 2 runs in here for the Trolls. Here's the set of the pitch. This is hit well, but maybe a little bit too much air under it. As it goes to left center field, ranging over Colin Wolf, reaches up, makes the catch. As Schaff flies to center for out number 2. 2 away, and here is Angel Toscana now. So Toscana will bat. With 2 out and 2 on in the inning and 2 runs in. Toscana 1 for 1 with a base hit. A hit here could draw the Trolls closer. They trail 6-3 in this game. And the first pitch. That'll be put high into the air down the left field line. Long way for that ball to come down, and just as he crosses the line, Dowling makes the catch to end the inning. But in the inning, St. Xavier allowing Trinity Christian to get back into the game as the Trolls score twice. So Trinity Christian picks up 2 runs on 4 hits. No errors. And 2 left. And we head to the bottom of the 3rd inning, and it is St. Xavier 6, Trinity Christian 3. This is CCAC Tournament Baseball. Sam Ryan leading it up now here, and on the second pitch of the at-bat, bounces a ball out to shortstop. And Carmody fields and throws to first for the first out of the inning. So a two-pitch at-bat there for the first out of the bottom of the third inning. As now it'll be Daniel Barrios to bat. And the first pitch here will come in for a called strike, and it's 0-1. Well, for a second there, as now the count goes to a ball and a strike. For a second there, I did a double take as I had it being the fourth inning, but then I remembered I advanced the innings in my scorebook after St. X batted around in the first inning. Fly ball to left field, and very playable here, and Hunter Slott's able to make the catch for the out. Two quick outs here for St. X in the fourth, in the bottom of the third, rather. And that'll bring up Trevor Hauscher. Yeah, what I usually do when a team bats around, I'll start to write in manually above the next inning, and I'll switch it around. And so now I have two columns for the first inning, as there's a strike called. Then the third column is the second inning, and so on. And I'd forgot to write down up top of the column that this was in fact the third and not the fourth inning. So anyway, enough of that, as there's a strike called. And it is now Trevor Hauscher batting here with 2 out, nobody on base. And the next pitch will miss. As Hauscher stands in. Matt Ostrowski remaining on the mound for the Trolls as that next offering down and away. As Ostrowski so far, no strikes, nor does he have a walk. Swinging a line drive up the middle, and it'll skip into right center field for the base hit. Diving attempt there by Toscana at second. But it'll be a 2-out single here for Trevor Hauscher. So Hauscher able to reach base, and that'll bring to the plate Colin Wolf. Wolf was hit by a pitch back in the first inning. Right-handed batter awaits, and the first pitch. Started to swing, held up, it's in for a strike nonetheless. So it's 0-1 for Colin Wolf. Righty versus righty here. 2-out runner at first base here for St. X, bottom of the third inning. And the pitch, a wave and a miss. Ball getting away there from Veldman, but he's able to quickly track it down, and so Hauscher at first base cannot advance. Six-3 ball game in favor of St. Xavier here in the bottom of the third inning. Here's the set now and the pitch. And that'll be a heater upstairs. And the at-bat continues now in a 2-1 count. (6-3). St. X the lead by 3. And there's a ball outside. Runner going to second base. Throw short, hops in, but they're in time. But now Toscana not able to hold on to the ball. I think he would have had a real great opportunity there to get the runner, but it didn't occur. So Hauscher with a stolen base. And a chance here for St. Xavier to score a run with 2 away in the inning. The count to the batter is 2-2. Here's the set now and the delivery. Strike 3 called, and that'll end the inning. So a little bit of a scare there for St. Xavier, or rather for Trinity Christian, as St. Xavier able to get a runner in scoring position but cannot cash it in. So in the inning, no runs on a hit, no errors. and 1 left on base. And after 3 complete, it is St. Xavier 6, Trinity Christian 3. You're tuned to CCAC Tournament Baseball. As we come back here, top of the 4th inning, and Oliver Carmody puts a charge into a ball hit to deep left field, but the out recorded. As Dowling able to run it down deep in straightaway left for the first out of the inning. Wind starting to increase here, as you might be able to hear. There's a swing and a foul off to the right out of play. And 0-1 the count now to Ryan Grand, who now bats in the 2nd spot in the batting order. There's a wave and a miss. So it's Grand batting in the number 2 spot, and he is in at center field. Grand also earlier in the game came in to run for Jordan Veldman. Can't do that now as there's a ball low. Grand is first at bat of the ball game. And right now he is facing a 1-1 count, and the delivery. And that'll be a strike on the inner half of the plate. Board had it at 1-1. Now it is a called 3rd strike, and so that's the 2nd out of the inning. So 2 up, 2 down for Jordan Veldman. Bright sunshine now prevailing here at Dooley Health and Care Field. And right now Julian Vargas trying to work on what would be a very quick 1-2-3 inning. Winds and deals here, and that'll be down and away, 1 ball and no strikes. Veldman has a walk and a single and a run scored. He was pinch run for in the 1st inning, but he scored that second after the 2nd at bat himself, swinging a high pop-up, a mile high in the air, behind the mound, waiting for it there. Declan Smythe, the shortstop, 2-handed grab, and that'll end the inning. So a very quick 4th inning for Trinity Christian. As in the frame, no runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. And we go now to the bottom of the 4th inning. And the score is Trinity Christian right now. It is St. Xavier 6 and Trinity Christian 3. And we'll pause and take a break. This is CCAC Tournament Baseball. Here we go now to the bottom of the fourth inning, and it'll be the top of the order due up now for St. Xavier. So it'll be Kevin Dowling starting it off for the Cougars. It'll be Dowling, Hayes, and Orzik due up now for St. X. And the first pitch of this half inning will be down and away, 1 ball and no strikes to Kevin Dowling. Dowling, right-handed batter, awaits. And the pitch taken outside. And so it is now 2-0. Dowling has a triple and a double. He's halfway to the cycle. Swinging a bouncer to the left side, and that'll stay fair. Just staying inside the line. Charging there was Capoletti. Did throw to first, but really no chance to get him. And so the latest in a series of infield singles in this game is Dowling is aboard to start the St. Xavier fourth. And now that'll bring to the plate Patrick Hayes. Hayes, a single and a flyout and an RBI. Had the RBI on the base hit back in the first inning. And the first pitch to him, and it's going to be fouled back out of play to make it 0-1. Matt Ostrowski, 2 2/3 so far, and 1 strikeout. The set now, and the pitch. And that jammed him, but it's kind of golfed into short left field. That'll fall in for a base hit. Wow. And again, St. Xavier, good fortune on some baseballs there that at times not really hitting it on the sweet spot on the bat, but good enough to get the job done, as was the case just now. Dowling to second. Hayes aboard at first. And here is Evan Orzik. Orzik, left-handed batter, stands in. Runners at first and second. Nobody out here. 6-3 ball game in the bottom of the fourth inning. First pitch. Swinging a foul back, and it's 0-1. Orzik 1 for 2. A base hit. And a ground out to third base. All right, Ostrowski now, right-hander. Looks in for the sign. And the pitch. Up in the zone, swung on and looped into short center field. That'll fall in for a base hit, and that will load the bases. Wide turnaround third there by Dowling, but he is held up. Dives back to the bag. In fear of an attempt to get him. But anyway, Dowling to third. Hayes to second. Orzik aboard with a base hit. And now Declan Smith will bat, and now we'll have a new runner at first base for St. Xavier. So runners at every base here for the Cougars. A chance again to break the game open here a bit. Smythe has a single and a fly out to left field. Here's the first pitch. And that'll be a strike on the outer half, and it's 0-1. Jacob Huscherson today went a third of an inning, 6 hits, 6 runs, all earned. Did not walk a batter, nor did he strike out a batter. A rough day for the Troll starter. Ball came inside on that pitch, lifted high in the air, left center field. And moving over to his right is Grand. Reaches up, makes the grab. Runner from third will tag up and score as the runner from second will advance to third. And St. Xavier able to add to their lead. So Smythe with the RBI and the sac fly to center field. That was the first out of the inning. And now runners at first and third. Runner at first did not advance, so runners at the corners. And Darren Zerillo now to bat. As here's the set now, and the first pitch swung on, sliced into right field. That'll drop in for a base hit. And 1 run will score here. And runners again at first and third after the RBI single by Darren Zerillo. So now again runners at first and third. And it is now an 8-3 lead for St. Xavier. Meeting at the mound here, and we may have a pitching change coming up for Trinity Christian. Don't see anyone coming in from the bullpen just yet. Now we'll have the new pitcher come in toward the mound. So we have a new man on the bump for Trinity Christian. We'll take a break, tell you about the new pitcher in the game for the Trolls after this timeout. This is CCAC Tournament Baseball. So it is Josh Bakke now on the pitch here. Bakke, the left-hander, on the pitch here for St. Xavier, or for Trinity Christian is for St. Xavier. Ryan due up, takes the first pitch, runner from first going to second, and he's in with a stolen base is Darren Zerillo. And now runners at first and third here for St. X. Zerillo, the stolen bag. And now runners at second and third. The first pitch to Ryan was in for a called strike, so it's 0-1. Bakke, the left-hander from New Lenox, Illinois, deals here, and it was close to the zone, but not close enough as it is ruled a ball to make it 1-1. Ryan is 0 for 1 with a sacrifice fly that drove in a run. The 1-1. Overthrew that one did Bakke. It came down and in. And that makes it now a 2-1 count. Bakke back on the rubber now. Bakke pitched in the game against Calumet, and he was able to get in an inning worth of work. As there's a sweeping curve in there for a called strike. Bakke 1 inning yesterday, giving up 2 hits, did not allow a run, did not walk a batter, and fanned a pair. Here's the 2-1, grounded directly at third. Playing in on the edge of the infield turf there was Capoletti. Throws to the plate, then the runner trying to get back to third base, and everybody will wind up safe here. So the bases will stay loaded here, or they will again be loaded as Ryan able to reach. As that'll be a fielder's choice. Everyone's safe. Daniel Barrios due up. And he takes the first pitch, coming in a little bit low, maybe a tad inside. 1 ball and no strikes to Barrios. Barrios 1 for 2 with an RBI single and a run scored. And the next pitch down in the dirt, so to speak. Again, an all-turf field. But again, you get the idea. As that one bounces in. Here's the set now by Baki. Kicks and deals. Strike at the letters. And then I believe he'll make it 2 balls and a strike here. Yeah, it is in fact 2-1. Lefty versus lefty here. Barrios awaits in the pitch, goes after it, swinging and going right through that for the swinging strike. And so now Barrios in a 2-strike situation. 2 in, still only 1 out for St. Xavier here. And the pitch. Kind of a mini chopper out to second base, gloving it there. Toscana throws to first. That was a good play there, as a run will come in to score from third base. But that was a good defensive play there by Toscana. He fielded it, but his momentum kept moving him forward, but he threw across his body. Even though it wasn't a long distance to get the ball to first base, it was still a tough play. 4-3 put out for out number 2, an RBI for Barrios. Third run of the inning coming in for St. Xavier. There's a called strike now to Trevor Hauscher. Hauscher is 1 for 2, a single and a pop out. And the pitch, swing and a foul at home plate. So now quickly, no balls and 2 strikes here. So St. Xavier now up 9-3. 6 in the first inning, 3 more here in the bottom of the 4th. Time briefly called. Now we're ready to get back to baseball. Here's the set now and the pitch. Up in the zone and popped up. Looked like he might have just missed that one. And backing up, the wind taking it away from the infield. And Carmody, the shortstop, backpedaling, reaches up and makes a challenging catch there to end the inning. But in the inning for St. Xavier, they pick up 3 more runs in the frame. On, it looks like 4 hits, no errors, and 2 left. And we have played 4 here at Dooley Health and Care Field, and the score, St. Xavier 9, Trinity Christian 3. This is CCAC Tournament Baseball. All right, we are back here at Dooley Health and Care Field in Joliet, Illinois, and we head to the top half of inning number 5 in this elimination game. And St. Xavier pulling away. They now lead it by 6 again at 9-3, as Preston Moore leading it off and taking a called strike. So he's behind at 0-1. Moore, a good day so far, a walk, a single, and a run scored. But Trinity Christian needs to get a lot of runs on the board here if they're going to come back and keep their season going. There's a called strike. 0-2 now to Moore. Righty versus righty, and the delivery. Swung on and bounced to the left side, and gloved in the hole there at short by Declan Smythe. Throws to first, one hopping in. Good pickup there as well at the other end by Hauscher. Zerillo at third dove for the ball, and it's probably a good thing he didn't make contact because it was able to get beyond him. And then Smythe gloved it and threw to first, and again a good pick there at first base on the outfield side of the bag for the out. So 1 away in the inning, and that brings up Michael Morales. Morales has flied to left and also has a single. And here's the wind and the first pitch to the left-handed hitter. And he takes outside, 1 ball and no strikes. This is about as much wind as we've had so far on this day. Sun is out. Lights continue to be on here at Dooley Health and Care Field. There's a swing and a ball put up into the air, and that'll drift out of play to the left side. So a ball and a strike to Michael Morales. Julian Vargas remaining on the mound for St. Xavier. There's a pop foul left side out of play. And now 1-2 for Morales. Vargas so far 4 1/3 on the mound. 3 earned runs, 1 strikeout, 2 walks. And the right-hander kicks and deals. Missing outside off the edge. All right, Vargas now kicks and deals. Swinging a ball tapped up the third base line. It went off the end of the bat, and wisely there, Evan Orzek quickly jumped out there, and he let it roll foul. Had he picked up the ball, there's no way he would have had a play. And so we are going to stay in a 2-strike situation here. 2 balls and 2 strikes. 1 out, nobody on here in the top of the 5th inning. 9-3, St. Xavier the lead. If this score holds up, it would be St. Xavier and St. Ambrose in the 4 o'clock game. And that will be our 3rd elimination game of the day. Here comes the wind and the 2-2. And a comebacker right to the mound. Vargas runs almost all the way to the bag at first, but then underhands it on the toss, and that'll be a put out for the 2nd out of the inning. And that will set the stage for Hunter Slots to come to the plate. Slots is halfway to a cycle, a double, a single, a run scored, and an RBI for the Trolls left fielders. Had a great day and has seen a lot of action there in left field, probably more than he would like, because a couple of times he's had to track down extra base hits in the corner. There's a ball a little bit low, 1-0 now to Hunter Slots. He'll be followed by Anthony Capoletti. 2 out, nobody on here in the top of the 5th inning. 9-3, St. Xavier with a lead. Here's the wind now, and the delivery. Curve, nicely executed pitch there. And we're at 1-1. Vargas working quickly into the wind, and that'll be down and away. 2 balls and 1 strike now. Slots out of the box. And now about to step back in. Actually, he's already done that. And the pitch jammed him, and it'll be a foul ball off his foot. You could see him react there. But he will. It's overwhelmingly likely he'll stay in the game, although he is walking off the pain around home plate right here. Now Slots back in and ready to go. Here's the set and the delivery. Up in the zone and hit high into the air toward left center field, and underneath it, reaching back, and that ball was in fact caught. A tough play there as the wind taking it toward the warning track, and ranging over there, Colin Wolf reached up and kind of hopped into the air, and he was able to reel it in to end the inning. So a 1-2-3 frame there. No runs, no hits, no errors. Nobody left on base. And we are halfway home in game number 2 today. Your score, St. Xavier 9, Trinity Christian 3. And you're tuned to CCAC Tournament Baseball. And we go now to the bottom half of inning number 5. It'll be Colin Wolf leading it off, taking the first pitch in for a called strike, and so Wolf behind it, no balls and a strike here. Wolf has been hit by a pitch and caught looking, lifts a ball deep down the left field line, but that'll curl foul. And so Wolf now quickly behind in this opening and bat of the bottom of the 5th inning here at Dooley Health and Care Field in Joliet, Illinois. Glad you've joined us here wherever you may be. Glad you're spending part of your Saturday with us. And the pitch high and away to Wolf, and it's now a ball and 2 strikes. 9-3 Trinity Christian trailing by 6 to St. Xavier. St. Xavier, 9 runs on 13 hits, 3 runs on 7 hits for Trinity Christian. There's a swing and a miss. And so that'll be a strikeout for Colin Wolf, his second of the game. And back to the top of the order now, and Kevin Dowling will bat. Dowling is now 3/4 the way to a cycle. He has a triple, a double, and a single. So he's kind of going in reverse order here a little bit. First pitch here, swinging and a grounder directly at short. Scooped up there by Ali Carmody. Throw to the home plate side of the bag, and a nice spin there, and a tag out by the first baseman, Preston Moore, for the out. So Moore applies the tag on a spinorama there. And quickly 2 up and 2 down for St. X, and here is Patrick Hayes. Hayes has a pair of singles, an RBI. He scored twice and flied out. An adventurous day for him. First pitch here, in for a called strike, and it is 0-1. Josh Bakke remaining on the mound here for Trinity Christian. Left-hander deals, and a sharp one hopper. Glove there by Carmody at short. Throws to first base, and that'll end the inning. Carmody almost fell to the turf there, but was able to regain his balance and make a perfect play to first to end the inning. So in the inning, no runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. And we go to the top of the 6th, and it is St. Xavier 9, Trinity Christian 3. This is CCAC Tournament Baseball. All right, welcome back here. We head to the top of the 6th inning. And the first pitch here to Anthony Cappelletti. Lifts it deep to center field, but playable. And that'll be the first out of the inning as Colin Wolf able to make the grab for out number 1.
Right fielder, number 6, Tommy Schaff.
So a quick out there. And now here is Tommy Schaff. And it looks like that's now 10 straight Trolls retired. There's a high pop-up right side that'll be out of play for Schaff. Schaff has been hit by a pitch and flied out to center field. 9-3 ball game as Vargas remains in control of this game on the mound. There's a nice sweeping curve in for a called strike. And now it is 0-2 to Tommy Schaff. He'll be followed by Angel Toscana and then Ali Carmody here. Here's the wind of the next pitch. Wave and a miss. Strike three. Drop third strike here. Getting in front of the plate, and then a lob to first base from the catcher Orzik to Hauscher at first, and that'll be the second out of the inning. And now here's Toscana.
Second baseman, number 23, Toscana.
So Toscana now will bat. Toscana, a single and a fly out to left field. He also has an RBI in this game. Goes after the first pitch here, a soft liner, and that'll be dropped into left field for a base hit. Good job there by Toscana, reaching down and just kind of lofting it into left field for the single. And now back to the top of the order, and Oliver Carmody. Carmody is 0 for 3. He's flied out twice and grounded out to first base unassisted. Last time up, flied to left field. Feels like it's getting a little bit more humid here. Wonder if that might be in advance of some rain as the first pitch here down and in. 1 ball and no strikes. Had some rain in the first game today, but so far not much going on in the way of precipitation here, and happily so in game number 2 of this elimination Saturday. There's a swing and a called strike. I thought it was going to be a swing, but Carmody held up and the pitch was in there, and the count now 1 ball and 1 strike. Vargas comes set in the delivery, and that'll be down low, 2-1. Vargas now at 89 pitches for the game. 2 balls, 1 strike, and the pitch. Grounded to third base on 2 hops. Glove there by Zerillo. Throws to first a little bit high, but coming back down with it, Hauscher able to make contact with a bag, and that'll end the inning. So in the inning, for Trinity Christian, no runs on a hit, no errors, a runner left on base. And we go bottom 6. And it is 9-3 St. X. This is CCAC Tournament Baseball. Evan Orzik now to lead it off here for St. Xavier as we head to the bottom of the 6th inning. It is a 9-3 St. Xavier lead. It'll be Orzik, Smythe, and Zerillo due up here for the Cougars. And Josh Bakke ready to go to work here. He's tossed an inning and 2/3 of relief ball here today. And the first pitch is in for a called strike. 0-1 to Evan Orzik. Orzik 2 for 3. Pair of singles. Also has grounded out. Lefty versus lefty in the pitch. Swung on and bounced foul wide of the bag at first. So Orzik behind at 0-2. Well, if the score holds up, still outs to get for St. Xavier, but they right now have a pretty decent cushion here. They lead at 9-3, and if this score holds up, the Cougars would advance to play St. Ambrose in the 3rd elimination game of the day. There's a cue shot foul to the left side, and we'll hold it no balls and 2 strikes. Starting to bring the number of teams still in contention, starting to lower that number. Here's the set now by Bakke. And the pitch. And did that hit him? Yes, it did. Wasn't sure right away. I was about to say nearly hit him because there wasn't much of a reaction there by Orzik, but the umpire says to Orzik, take your base. And a hit batter here. And now a pinch runner coming into the game again for St. Xavier. So now coming into run, Sean Haddelsey will run here, and he dives back into first base on a pickoff attempt. As at the plate is Declan Smythe. Smythe had a sacrifice fly to drive in a run last time up, takes a strike here. So he is behind now. No balls and 1 strike. Try to check in a few minutes, see that sunlight has to have warmed up the temperature a little bit. It was in the upper 60s when we started the game. There's a pitch down and in, and Smythe able to hop out of the way of that one to avoid being hit. And the count now 1 ball and 1 strike. Smythe back into the batter's box. And the pitch in for a strike. So now 1-2. Smythe back foot just inside the back line of the batter's box. Here comes the set now. And the pitch. Swung on and pulled foul. There is a protective little, maybe I'd say 4-foot high fence with padding on the top railing in front of the dugout, but either way that kind of scattered some players on the St. Xavier third base dugout. The count here now to Declan Smythe is a ball and 2 strikes, and the pitch by Bakke, breaking ball, and that'll be spoiled foul to the right side out of play. Action now in the St. Ambrose, or rather the Trinity Christian bullpen. They're very similar uniforms to St. Ambrose. They have a right-hander up and throwing. Not yet able to tell who that is. Throw to first base and the runner back in. That might be, looks like Gunnar Bentenhausen, who came in to run late in the Trinity Christian game yesterday. And the pitch. And that'll miss outside. A lot going on in this at bat as the count evens at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Smythe back into the batter's box. And they throw to first. They have the runner now between first and second. They throw down to second base. Shortstop trying to apply the tag, and Carmody able to do so. And they get the runner out on the bases. And so that will be the first out of the inning. So a pickoff maneuver there is successful. That went from the pitcher first base to shortstop, swinging a grounder. Carmody over to his right, scoops it up, throws to first, and in time by a step or 2 for out number 2. So 2 away in the inning. And that will send Darren Zerillo to the dish. Zerillo has singled twice, has a pair of runs batted in, and also a fly out to center field, and also he scored a run. First pitch here, a floater in for a called strike on the outer half, and it's 0-1. Sam Ryan next, then Daniel Barrios. We play in the bottom of the 6th inning. 9-3 St. Xavier the lead. And the pitch. And that will, I believe, miss outside. Yes, it did. 1 ball, 1 strike. I got distracted and saw the pitch come in and didn't see whether the umpire had signaled a strike or not, but it is 1-1. And now the delivery. Breaking ball and fouled back into the screen. And so now it's a ball and 2 strikes. 2 out, nobody on base. And despite hitting a batter here, Josh Bakke may be able to get out of the inning while facing the minimum. Here's the set by the left-hander. And the pitch. Fastball down and in. So Deuce is wild on the board. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 out. And the pitch. And that'll be again low and inside to fill the count 3-2. Baki looks in for the sign. And now the payoff. Swung on and hit high into the air. Looks like medium deep center field coming on. That'll be Grand to make the catch to end the inning. So Baki, in fact, does face the minimum. No runs, no hits, no errors, a hit batter, and then a pickoff resulting in an out, so nobody left on base. And through 6, it is still St. Xavier 9 and Trinity Christian 3. You're tuned to CCAC Tournament Baseball. So on we go now to the top half of inning number 7, 9-3 ball game. St. Xavier the lead. St. Xavier 6 runs in the first, 3 in the fourth, and Trinity Christian a run in the second, 2 more in the third, and that's where we stand now. And the first pitch was swung on to miss. The second pitch will be up high, and so they count 1-1 now. As Brock Bolzer being shown as the hitter here for Trinity Christian to start the 7th inning. There's a wave and a miss. And so now a 2-strike situation prevailing here. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Bolzer, left-handed hitter, awaits, and the pitch from Julian Vargas misses up high. And we're even at 2-2. Vargas, the starter, has thrown 6 innings of work now, allowing 3 earned runs, 2 strikeouts, and 2 walks. Sun back out here. And the pitch. And that'll miss outside. And suddenly it's a full count. So let's see here. In this second spot in the order, we've had Anderson starting in right field and batting in this spot. As there's ball 4. And a leadoff walk here for the Trolls. Then Huntner pinch hit in the middle part of the ball game. And then Grand came in and hit, I believe, and struck out, if I have my scorekeeping correct, and now Bolzer batting and draws a walk. And now Jordan Veldman due up for the Trolls. And it will be Veldman batting. And now we'll have a pinch runner at first base, adding another name to that spot in the number 2 space in the batting order. Here's a ball pulled down the left field line. That'll be a fair ball that'll bounce into the corner. Here's Heinz, the pinch runner, being held up at third. He takes a little bit of a turn, has to get back to the bag as the throw came to the plate. Heinz a little lucky there, but I don't think they were expecting him to stop at third. Thus, the throw came to the plate, and a good decision all around, as right now Trinity Christian cannot afford to make outs on the bases. So Veldman rings a double into the left field corner. Heinz to third, and now here's Preston Moore. Veldman remains in the game running at second. Veldman now 2 hits and 3 at-bats in the game plus a walk. And Preston Moore now due up. So Heinz at third, Veldman at second, meeting at the mound now for St. Xavier. Game number 3 coming up right around 4 p.m. today. That will feature the winner of this game against St. Ambrose. And as I look at the bracket here, that will basically be an elimination bracket semifinal matchup, if you will, at least the equivalent thereof. Actually, to be kind of a quarterfinal game now that I think about it, because then the winner of that game will advance to play the loser of tonight's game, and then that would be for the right to get to the final round from the elimination part of the bracket. So here's Preston Moore. He takes the first pitch. Looked like it came in down and away, and it is in fact 1-0. Now the delivery, and in for a called strike. So the count even now, 1 ball and 1 strike to Moore, who has a walk, a single, a run scored, and a ground out to shortstop. 1 ball, 1 strike the count here. Here's the set and the pitch. And that'll be fisted out toward left field. It'll drop in for a base hit. Heinz will come in to score from third base. That makes it a 9-4 ball game. Ball back quickly into the infield, but runners at first and third and a run in here for Trinity Christian. On the play, Veldman to third. Moore with a bloop single there. Driving in a run. And now another meeting at the mound, and that'll be it here, it looks like, for Julian Vargas. Vargas, 6+ innings of work in this game, and we will have a new pitcher coming in from the bullpen. We'll take a break, tell you about the new man on the mound for St. Xavier. As the score here in the top of the 7th inning, St. Xavier 9, Trinity Christian 4. This is CCAC Tournament Baseball. Ryan Martin now on the pitch here for St. Xavier, as Julian Vargas exits. He is responsible for the runners on base at this time. A run has come in for Trinity Christian here in the 7th inning. And Ryan Martin this year, no wins or losses, a 4.50 ERA. He's made 4 appearances and has pitched just 4 innings. 5 hits, 3 runs, 2 earned, walked 2, struck out 3. Opponents average .294. So now, Michael Morales due up. He is 1 for 3 with a run batted in this game. So runners now at first and third for Trinity Christian. And the count here, 1-0 to Morales. Here's the set now and the delivery. Pull to the right side, and it will be knocked down in short right field, but no play available here, and everybody will be safe, and a run comes in. So Veldman scores. Moving to his left there was the second baseman, Hayes. Great effort just to get to the ball, but really had no chance to do anything with it. Morales, the infield single for the RBI. On the play, Preston Moore to second. 2 runs in the inning now. And it's now a 9-5 ball game. An extra base hit here might make things a little bit interesting. Hunter Slots now due up. Slots has a double, a single, an RBI, and he's flying out to center field. Getting windier here as the day progresses. Swinging a ball lifted in the air. Left center field, dropping quickly. That'll be in for a base hit. Runners had to hold up there as the ball was up in the air for a while. And now the bases are loaded for Trinity Christian. And here come the Trolls. So the bags are loaded for Anthony Capoletti, who now represents the tying run as he strides to the plate. And things starting to get interesting in this game. St. Ambrose awaits the winner. Capoletti has grounded out, popped out, and flied out. First pitch here, and a breaking ball that didn't break, and it nearly hit the batter as it came inside for ball 1. Capoletti, right-handed batter, stands in. Huge opportunity to get back into the game for Trinity Christian. Here's the pitch, swung on, in the air, dropping quickly, left center field, that'll fall in for a base hit. Throw coming into the infield towards third base, so everybody advances 1. A run scores to make it 9-6, and now the tying run is on base. Preston Moore comes in to score the 3rd run of the inning. Again, everybody else moves up 1. An RBI for Capoletti, and now Tommy Schaff due up here. Still nobody out in a 9-6 game. And the pitch to Schaff. And he takes a breaking ball in for a strike, and it's 0-1. Well, right now this game may have a long way to go here. Schaff 0 for 2. And has been hit by a pitch. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss. I think he got a little bit over anxious there and swung through that pitch, and now Schaff is behind at 0-2. Righty versus righty. Ryan Martin into the wind of the pitch, actually out of the stretch. Fly ball to center field. Again, this one dropping fairly quickly, but it'll stay up there. Caught in center field by Wolf. Runner from third tagging. Throw to the plate. One hopping in, and they get the runner at home plate for the double play. So Morales out, 8-2. And now here's Angel Toscana. So just like that, this inning turns around quite a bit, and Toscana will bat with runners at first and second. Goes after the first pitch, right on it, but fouled it straight back. And so it's 0-1. So Morales out at the plate on the 8-2 putout, and that was a double play. And there's a breaking ball in for a called strike. And now it's 0-2 to Toscana, who is the 8th Troll to bat in the inning. 9-6 ball game, each team now with 13 hits. So we play here in the top of the 7th inning. Here's the set now. And the delivery. Missing down and away. Good stop behind the plate there by Evan Orzik. And the count goes to a ball and 2 strikes for Toscana. If he reaches, Ali Carmody would be next, and he would be the 9th Trinity Christian batter to step to the plate in the inning. 1 ball and 2 strikes, and the pitch. And that'll be skied into the air. Short left field, backing up, battling the sun and the wind, and Declan Smythe, a little spin and a little mini over-the-shoulder grab to end the inning. Well, Trinity Christian does get 3 in the inning, but in a way it almost feels like they had to settle for that. 3 runs in the frame for Trinity Christian on 5 hits. No errors, a huge double play on a fly out to center field, and they leave 2. Stretch time in Joliet. We go bottom 7. It is St. Xavier 9, Trinity Christian 6. This is CCAC Tournament Baseball.
Number 14, Sam Ryan.
Bottom of 7 in an interesting ball game, and it is a 9-6 lead for Trinity Christian. Sam Ryan leading it off now. 9-6 lead for St. Xavier, and for St. X, Sam Ryan leading it off here in the bottom of the 7th inning, taking a first pitch strike, so he's behind at 0-1. And the next pitch swung on and in the air, left center field. Long run here for Slots, can't get to it. It gets between the two outfielders, and it'll roll all the way to the wall. Rounding second, Ryan heading for 3. Here's the relay from short left field. And the call at third base. I did not see a signal, and so I believe he was safe. Well, it looked for all the world there that the third base umpire was going to call him out, but I didn't see the arms outstretched either, and I don't know if the home plate umpire made the call, but either way, Sam Ryan is in at third with a triple to start the inning. Hunter Slots giving it his all there, diving for the ball, and it just got by him, and then it scooted by the center fielder Grand all the way to the fence. Now here's Daniel Barrios. Infield moving in now for Trinity Christian. Swing and a miss on a ball on the inner half of the plate, and it's 0-1. The Trolls battling back, scoring 3. They want to keep this ball game right where it is, and that's why the infield in. Here's the 0-1. Breaking ball hit directly at second base, and this will keep the runner at third as the throw to the first base is in time from Toscana for out number 1. That's exactly what you want when you're in that infield in defensive posture. You hope for a ball hit directly at an infielder, and that's what happened there. No contact play, which I think is kind of overrated in baseball anyway. There is now 1 away in the inning, 1 on, and the first pitch here down and away to Trevor Hauscher. Hauscher's 1 for 3, popped out to the shortstop last time up. Bottom 7 in a 9-6 ball game. Breaking ball, in for a strike, good pitch there, and now the count 0-2 to the St. Xavier first baseman. Josh Bakke trying to strand the runner at third, swinging a pop-up right side foul territory and over near the dugout. Oh, great attempt there on a sliding play there by Veldman, the catcher, not quite able to catch up to it, and it one hops into the seats. So that makes it a ball and 2 strikes. Colin Wolf next, then back to the top of the order for St. Xavier. Bakke looks in, gets the sign. Now comes set in the delivery. And it hit him, and are they going to say he didn't try to get out of the way? Let's see here what the call is going to be. It did look like he kind of leaned in with his left leg. Discussion coming up here. Home plate umpire was all over that right from the get-go. As that will be, I believe, an out. And on the scoring, it is showing that Hauscher striking out on a called third, and now it'll be Joe Reisers to pinch hit for Colin Wolf. So another very important out there on what was ruled a strikeout for Trevor Hauscher. And now here's Reisers. Here's the set now from Bakke in the first pitch. And that'll be a breaking ball, missing down and away. 1 ball and no strikes the count. Lefty versus righty here. And the pitch. Missing outside, and now 2-0. Reisers, right-handed batter, awaits. And the pitch. Breaking ball in for a strike. So now that makes it a 2-1 count. Getting really windy here now at Dooley Health and Care Field. There's a swing and a foul tip, and now the count squared at 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2 out, runner at third base. St. Xavier in danger of wasting a leadoff triple here in this bottom of the 7th inning. The pitch popped him up, right side of the infield. Looking right into the sun near the pitcher's mound, back of the mound, reaching up the catch made by Preston Moore, and that'll end the inning. So a pop out to the first baseman closes out the frame, and that leadoff triple is wasted by St. Xavier. In the inning, no runs on a hit, no errors, a runner left on base, and we go to inning number 8. It is St. Xavier 9, Trinity Christian 6. This is CCAC Tournament Baseball. A little drama here in the late innings of this game now. And Su Chun-Yen now pitching for St. Xavier. He's a right-hander. And he will face the top of the order now for Trinity Christian. As here's Oliver Carmody, and the first pitch will be up high. 1 ball and no strikes to Carmody. Carmody grounded out to third his last time up. He is 0 for 4 in this game. And the next pitch. And that'll be just low and away. 2 balls and no strikes here. Righty versus righty. And the pitch. 2-0 in for a letter high called strike. Su Chun-Yen, a 1.99 ERA, is a 2-1 record this year. And Yen comes set here, and the pitch. That'll be fisted foul to the right side, out of play. Yen with 16 appearances this season, 1 save, 22 1/3 innings pitched, 24 runs, 6 hits, Rather, 24 hits, 6 runs, 5 earned. 5 walks, 12 strikeouts. Opponent's average is .282 against him. And he deals here. That'll be fouled back to the screen. Good battle here between Yen and Carmody as the count will hold here now at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Top of the 8th inning, 9-6. Trinity Christian trailed 6-0 after 1 inning, trying to chip away here. Here's the set now on the 2-2. Carmody, inside out swing, hits it high into the air, short right field, coming on and reaching out there. That catch made. That wind, I think, took it a little bit more toward the infield than Barrios in right field thought, but he was able to catch up to it and make the grab for the out. One away, and now Jimmy Heinz will bat. So Heinz stands in with 1 out and nobody on base. First pitch here, swinging, fly ball, right field. And again, ranging to his right, and the catch made by Barrios, and that'll be 2 quick outs here for the Trolls in their half of the 8th inning. 2 up, 2 down for Jordan Veldman now. And Zhu Chun Yen working on for him, what he hopes is a 1-2-3 inning here. Trying to preserve what right now is really in a way, kind of a tense 3-run lead. There's a swing and a pop-up. Short left field. Backing up Declan Smythe underneath it. And he gives way to the left fielder as charging in was Dowling to make the play to end the inning. So a quick inning there as Zhu Chun Yen makes short work of Trinity Christian in the 8th inning. So in the inning, no runs, no hits, no errors. Nobody left on base. We go bottom 8, 9-6 St. Xavier. This is CCAC Tournament Baseball. Back with you as we head now to the bottom of the 8th inning. Top of the order due up here for St. Xavier. So it'll be Kevin Dowling leading it off against Josh Bakke, who's had a good day in relief. So far, 3 2/3 innings of shutout ball. He has not walked a batter and struck out 1 as the first pitch here coming in, and it'll be, I believe, low and away for ball 1. Bakke now comes set. It is, in fact, a 1-0 count, and this ball lifted in the air, left field. But it'll stay up there, and Hunter Slott's able to move to his right and make the grab for out number 1. So 1 away, and Patrick Hayes will stand in. Hayes, a good day, 2 for 4 with an RBI and 2 runs scored. 9-6 ball game, bottom of 8. St. Xavier 3 defensive outs away from advancing to face St. Ambrose in our 3rd game of the day. Each team with 13 hits here this afternoon. As that last pitch coming in looked like a little bit low and outside. Here's the set now by Bakke. And the pitch laced into left center field, and that will fall in for a base hit. So Hayes reaches for the 3rd time today, 3 singles. for the St. Xavier second baseman.
Catcher number 27, Evan Orsic.
And now that'll bring to the plate Evan Orsic. Orsic has 2 hits in his own right today. Also has a ground out, and he has been hit by a pitch. Mentioned earlier on, the temperature seems to have increased, and it has. Last check, it was up now into the lower 70s. First pitch to Orsic, and he's hit by that pitch there. So for the second straight plate appearance, Orsic has been hit by a pitch, and he's aboard at first. Runners at first and second for Declan Smith. Looks like it'll be Hattlesey coming into the game now again for St. Xavier to run. As Declan Smythe now will bat. Smythe has a single in 3 official trips and also with a sacrifice, an RBI. He's also scored a run. And now a meeting at the mound here. There is action in the Trinity Christian bullpen right now. We play here in the bottom of the 8th inning, 9-6. St. Xavier scoring 6 in the first, and Trinity Christian has been trying to chase them down ever since, and now we'll have a new pitcher coming in. Good outing for Bakke, 3 2/3, but he is responsible for the runners on base. We'll take a break, tell you about the new man on the mound for Trinity Christian. You're tuned to CCAC Tournament Baseball. Right-hander Gunnar Bentenhausen on the pitch now for Trinity Christian. Bentenhausen, 6-6 record with a 5.66 earned run average this season. 17 appearances, 9 starts, 1 complete game, has 1 save to his credit. He's tossed 62 innings, allowed 83 hits, 53 runs, 39 earned, 22 walks, 40 strikeouts, and opponents hitting .260 against him. And he will now face Declan Smythe, who is 1 for 3 with a run batted in, as we noted a moment ago. And there's a swing and a miss. And 0-1 now for Smythe. Smythe grounded out to shortstop last time up. 2 on, 1 out in the inning. Bottom 8, 9-6 St. Xavier. They're looking to add to their lead here and get a little bit more breathing room. There's a ball pulled down the left field line, foul. And it is now 0-2. And I think right now the most important play of this game was that fly-out double play when Trinity Christian clearly had the momentum. They had 3 runs in at the time in that inning. And they tried to score a 4th on a flyout, and it was a double play at the plate. There's a strike called. And the count is now going to be a ball and 2 strikes. Here's the set now by Gunnar Bentenhausen. And the pitch. Overthrew that one, and it was low and away. So we're at 2-2. St. Ambrose Fighting Bees waiting to play the winner of this game in our scheduled 4 p.m. game. It'll be the third elimination game of the day. Here's the set now by Bettenhausen. Throw to first base and the runner back in. Smythe back into the batter's box. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Trinity Christian right now really needs to keep these runners where they are and not allow any more scoring for St. X. There's a ball low and away. And that'll fill it up 3-2. And right now, Bettenhausen most assuredly is not going to want to walk the bases loaded here. So I would wager that Declan Smith will get a real good pitch to hit. So Smythe awaits. Called him Smith twice during this at bat. Smythe awaits and the pitch. Swing and a miss. And a throw down to second base as the runner from first going. And the tag not applied. Now the lead runner rounding third, heading for home, but it will not matter as the inning comes to an end. As there was an out recorded, it looks like, on the play at second base. I did not see the signal as I was a little bit distracted by the runner rounding third and a throw to the plate, but the inning comes to an end. And so we will head now to the 9th inning in a 9-6 ball game. So Haddelsey running at first is out at second on the caught stealing. That was the third out of the inning. And as we said, the inning comes to a close. Looking ahead to the Trinity Christian 9th. Moore, Morales, and Slots due up. We go to the 9th. Last chance for Trinity Christian. Their season on the line. They need at least 3. Your score, St. Xavier 9, Trinity Christian 6. This is CCAC Tournament Baseball. We head to the top of the 9th inning. Evan Orzek re-enters the game at catcher for St. Xavier. Here we go now. And Su Chun Yen will try to close this game out for St. Xavier and send his team to the 4 o'clock game. Preston Moore to lead it up now for Trinity Christian. So here we go. I've always said 3 runs is a close game, and that's what we have here. First pitch misses outside. 1 ball and no strikes to Preston Moore. Moore, a walk, a single, a ground out, and another single that drove in a run. He's also scored twice. Bright sunshine right now here at Dooley Health and Care Field. Right-hander Yen delivers, swinging a high fly ball, left center field. Moving over, underneath it, the catch made for the first out by Colin Wolf. So 1 away in the inning. And that'll bring up the DH, Michael Morales. Trolls need at least 2 base runners to bring the tying run to the plate now. And there's a swing and a ball lifted in the air and slicing fouled on the left field line. So it is 0-1 to Michael Morales. Morales is 2 for 4 with a pair of RBIs. We play in the 9th. And the pitch. This will be bounced to the left side. 2-hopper, gloved at third there by Zerillo. Throws to first and 2 away in the inning. And St. Xavier now 1 out away from advancing. Well, if this does not go Trinity Christian's way, credit to the Trolls, as they did not give up by any stretch of the imagination and were threatening to really make it close when that out at the plate occurred on that double play. Down 6 early. They did not go quietly, and they still have a 27th out here that St. Xavier needs to record as there's a called strike to Hunter Slots. Slots is 3 for 4. A double, a pair of singles, and an RBI. Here's the set now. And the pitch. Swung on and a bouncer right of the mound. Out towards second base, glove there. Throw to first from Hayes to Hauscher, and that will end the game. And the St. Xavier Cougars survive a comeback attempt by Trinity Christian, and they prevail, getting a 1-2-3 ninth here. And St. X wins it by a final of 9-6 in an interesting ball game. Final totals here today: 9 runs, 14 hits, no errors for St. X. Trinity Christian, 6 runs, 13 hits, and no errors. So now that means it'll be in the next game, St. Xavier against St. Ambrose, the winner to move on to play Monday morning at 10 a.m. And the loser will see their season come to an end. Thanks to Chris Gabor on stats. Thanks to all of you for watching. Hope you enjoyed the broadcast. Again, the final, St. Xavier 9, Trinity Christian 6. We hope to see you. We're halfway through our schedule here on this Saturday. Next game coming your way at 4. We'll see you then. But for now, from Dooley Health and Care Field in Joliet, Illinois, this is Tom Westenfeld. Thanks for being with us, and for now, we wish you all a very pleasant good afternoon.